Good morning, friends. Today we are going to start the first lesson, Introduction to Multimedia, Standard 11th, Chapter number 1. So let's get started. Before starting this lesson, I would like to introduce myself in brief. My name is Dhananjay Kumar Singh, qualification BCA, MCA, BSc, teaching experience 12 years. What is multimedia? Before knowing this, I would like to introduce this lesson. In this lesson, we have to study about multimedia, uses of multimedia, components of the multimedia, application of multimedia, how to make more effective multimedia, what are the softwares we need to use the multimedia, what are the drawback of this multimedia. So this whole topics which I spoke will cover in this lesson. Now we are talking about why we are going to study this lesson. So as we know, the communication is an integral part of our life. Without communications, we can't alive. We use the various means of communications like radio, newspaper, televisions, theaters, movies, internet and others. You have seen when the people are alone, they use their mobile phone. Continuously they are use their mobile phone. What they are going to do? They are going to communicate to others. They are using the various technology to communicate to others. So without this communication, they can't be alive. You have seen when you post some videos or when you post some message on the social networking site. So what you do? Even when you post your messages, so you try to make your messages more effective just by putting the color, just by using the very good words. You are putting the effect. So why you are going to use this? Because you want to make more effective. You want to make your communications, the message you want to share to someone else, that will be more meaningful, more effective. So multimedia plays a vital role in the field of educations, entertainment, research, training and some other department. You can see the all the cartoons are made using the multimedia. You can see in the movies some scenes are in the real life not possible, but that is possible due to this multimedia. So I hope you understood what is the role of multimedia nowadays. So let us start. What is the actual meaning of multimedia? So multimedia is all about adding various effects to make communication effective. Means multimedia is not a component of a single part. It has a various components. Multimedia is not a single component. The multimedia is made by a various components. We add the various components to make more communicable, more effective. Multimedia term is coined with two terms, multi and media. If you see the multimedia word, so it has a two part. The one part is multi, multi means many, and media, media means communications, right? What are the important elements of multimedia? As I spoke, some various components. they are used to make multimedia more effective and more communicable. Let's see what are they. The first, text; second, audio; third, video; fourth, graphics. See one by one. Text. The text is a primary multimedia components. Why this is primary? Because most of the people use the textual content to convey to someone else, to communicate to someone else. Even when you celebrate to someone else about the birthday or something else, just you post happy birthday or something else on the social networking site. Rather than speaking and posting some videos, you simply write the text and you wish happy birthday or wish whatever you want to convey to someone else. And nowadays we have various tools to make our textual writing more effective, more attractive, more eye-catching. So that's why text, including text in multimedia, is the basic step towards development of multimedia presentations. Proper use of text and words play a vital role to communicate with others. Obviously, the words which you are going to use for communications, it's really matter. So what the words you are going to use, that should be more meaningful, that should be more authentic, that should be more decorative. You have seen that when you write in exam, so what you do, you give a proper heading, you underline it, you when you write the answers in a very proper way, so that is good for you, because when a teacher is going to check your answer sheet, will see that yeah, you have a decorative, you have a decorative personality, you know the answers very well, you know how to represent the answers. So that is a art. So if you make more attractive, more effective, so we have to keep proper words and we have to decorate it, we have to keep in a very such a way when people is seeing your the messages will attract it to you and will understand what you are going to convey. So proper use of text and words play a vital role to communicate with others. We can use various fonts and its style to make presentation effective. All people have not good handwriting, but using the technical tools, we can make our handwriting more effective, because we are not going to write with our hands, we are using the computer, we are using the various tools, and that tools provide the various type of font, various type of font color, various type of font style. So you can use as per your requirement, and you can decorate it and you can send it. You have already used Word in the ninth standard, you have already used Impress, so you have seen font gallery option is there, or if you are using the MS Word, so there will be font word art, sorry, word art. So word art is more stylish, more impressive. Okay, so you can make it more proper. We can use font work gallery, that is in the Impress, to make presentation. Impress is the application of openoffice.org, which you have already used in the ninth standard. It's just like a PowerPoint used to make presentation. Second component, that is audio. You have seen when we communicate with others on the WhatsApp or some other social networking site, if it is not possible to type, then what you do, just hold the speaker icon and speak and record and send. Why? Because this is easy and more meaningful. So let's see the audio. The sound is meaningful speech of any language. Sound means the speech which is meaningful, having some meaning. Sound has two forms, digitized and analog form. Digitized form means the form which is stored in computer, or that is a digital form which is stored in the binary form 0 and 1, that is called the digitized. Analog is traditional form that is not used by the computer, that is used by the telephone line when you communicate to someone else. Digitized form of sound is known as audio. So if it is asked what is audio, so you can say audio is a digitized form of sound, that is called audio. We can record our voice using the microphone. You know better than me how to record the sound. So there are various tools for recording the sound. Some tools are free of cost, some tools are chargeable. Some tools are coming with the mobile phone, coming with the laptop, so you can use any one tool. In your textbook, it is preferring to use VLC media. VLC media is also useful for recording the sound. If you want to record the sound, then why we need to record the sound? Suppose in the front of presentation, means presentator, you don't want to speak, you want to just sit, or you don't want to appear with that, so you can put your the sound in background. When your presentation is going to be displayed, then sound will be useful over there, because no need to go on the stage and explain each term which you have mentioned in the slides. But once you have given the sound, that sound will be useful for the audience, those who are watching your the presentation, because you have already put the sounds. So if you want to put the sounds, you can put the sounds using some sound recorder. Sound recorders are there in the mobile phone or in the computer. You can use it for recording the sounds. Commonly used audio file extension. Do you know when we record our the sound? There is a question for you. Which is the most popular uncompressed sound format on internet which is supported by all browsers? So your answer is, second question, let's see. Which is the best music format for recording audio sound? So your answer. Now I will talk about the next component, that is image. Image is easier to understand than the textual content. So here I will talk about image. Images are easier to remember and understand, and it's quickly and easily you can understand if the images are there. Images are of two types, means two ways. What is pixel? Now we are going to know in detail. A pixel is a small dot on a screen. Dot means what? Basically what happened? The pixels are made with dots. When the verticals and horizontal lines are intersecting, then dots are formed, and these all dots are used to make pixels, and when the more pixels are combined, then the images are formed. So, or we can also say a pixel is the smallest element of an image. It's the smallest, we can say the tiny elements of image. Here we have commonly used image formats. The first, now we have a next, that is video. Video is a sequence of natural scene captured using analog or digital video capturing devices. वीडियो की अगर बात करें तो ये क्या है, ये सीक्वेंस ऑफ नेचुरल सीन है. आपने देखा होगा कि अगर आपके पास बहुत सारे इमेजेस हैं, उस इमेजेस को आप ही का इमेज है और वेरियस पोजीशंस पे इमेजेस है, उसको आप कंबाइन करो और एक साथ साइमल्टेनियसली प्ले करो. What will you see? You will be see some videos are going to be happen. That's why the video is sequence of natural scene. continuous of that scenes are recorded, right? And that can be recorded in analog format or digital format. Nowadays analog is almost over. We all are using the digital devices like a smartphone, camera, digital camera. Okay, so if you record using the digital camera or a smart mobile phone, so that will be the digitized form. Okay, so video is a sequence of natural scene which is captured by any one devices. It may be the analog devices or it may be the digital devices. After knowing the video, we are going to see the different types of. Now we have animation. You are knowing the animation. Animation is a visual changes over time. Means हम क्या करते हैं जैसे अभी मैंने बताया कि एनिमेशन में बेसिकली हम करते क्या है, बहुत सारे इमेजेस को हम एक फ्रेम पे रख लेते हैं और उस इमेजेस को हम क्या करते हैं अलग अलग डायरेक्शन में मूव करते हैं, और जब सारे इमेजेस को हम एक साथ प्ले करते हैं साइमल्टेनियसली तो ऐसे लगता है कि वहां पे कुछ कुछ मूवमेंट हो रही है, कुछ हो रहा है। ओके, सो एनिमेशन क्या हो रही है, वो टाइम के हिसाब से वो चेंज हो रहा है, उसकी जो विजुअल जो अपीयरेंस है वो चेंज हो रहा है। दैट्स व्हाई एनिमेशन इज विजुअल चेंजेस ओवर द टाइम। Now we are discussing about types of animations. Basically, there are two types of the animation. That is two-dimensional. The animation which occurs on x-axis and the y-axis are called two-dimensional or 2D. This type of animation are simple. 2D animations makes software applications are Micromedia Flash, Pencil, etc. These are the softwares. To make the 2D animation, we use the Micromedia Flash, Pencil, etc. You have already used this Micromedia Flash in the 7th standard. I taught you. Okay, so we can use this. Here we have a question. Which is the most widely used format for internet video? So your answer. Now we'll talk about interactive objects. What is interactive objects? So multimedia objects should be interactive to make it more effective. Interactive means what? There should be option for stop the videos, skip some videos portion, move ahead, go back. Means the control of playing the videos should be in the hand of viewer, those who are viewing that. So that's why your multimedia will be more effective. You have seen in the TV channel where what you are watching, it is not under control of you. But when you watch on mobile phone or when you watch something on the YouTube that is not live, so you have a privilege to go back, move forward, stop, resume. So that is the option for interactivity. If this is more interactive. So wherever you want to jump, wherever you want to go, you can go. And what portion of this video you want to see, you can see. So that is the meaning of interactive objects. So the object which you are putting as a communications or communicable medias, that should be more interactive. Now we'll talk about classification of media. So let us discuss interactive multimedia. Here the sequence and timing of media elements can be controlled by the user. Means user can decide what portion he or she wants to watch, what portion he or she wants to skip. Means full control of watching this medias to the users. User will decide. Okay, and it is more enjoyable. It is more effective. Why? Because We make our videos for users only, to viewers only. If users and viewers are not satisfied, not happy, there is no meaning to make videos. So the user should have the facility to see only those part of the videos what he or she likes. So that's why we should provide the privilege to control the timing, sequencing and some other part of the video so that user can see only those part which part he or she liking, right? Non-interactive multimedia, as the name implies, you can understand. The sequence and timing of multimedia or media element cannot be controlled by the users, like live or TV channels, right? What the things are going to be played on their screen, we don't have under control of us. We can't control it, right? The user simply watch from beginning to end. We don't have a other option. What is mass media? That is a question for you. It is one. Here there is another question. What is entertainment multimedia? Or another question. What is an edutainment multimedia? All types of educational multimedia wherein the purpose is to educate the users. Means simply say those medias or those multimedia made for educate the various users are known as edutainment multimedia. Use of multimedia. It has a various uses. The first, educating and training. Second, advertisement. Third, entertainment. Fourth, journalism. Some some of the uses of multimedia in education and training are as mentioned below. First, you can say recording or broadcasting lectures. Yeah, nowadays we are doing this. Recording means, so you can see in this lockdown we are not able to take traditional class. So what we are going to do? We are going to record all the lectures and then we are posting to you through the YouTube channel. Second, broadcasting lecture. Broadcasting means live classes. You can see some of the teachers are teaching on the Zoom. So that is called the live classes. So you can use this multimedia for recording or broadcasting lectures. The second, using video conferencing, we can hear an expert, a speaker from a distance location. So video conferencing. Video conferencing is just like face-to-face talking. You have already seen so many softwares are there which enable us to communicate face to face. We see the face of them and they are seeing the face of us. So that is called the video conferencing. So when a speaker is speaking from the distant locations, demonstrating surgeries or other techniques that learners may not otherwise have the opportunity to see and later put them in the practice. I think you know that this happens in the various hospitals. Uh, Through this, the various hospitals using this technology to operate the patient for the surgeries also. You have seen the Three Idiot movies, right? When the child is coming, जैसे ही बच्चे का जन्म होने होता है तो उस समय डॉक्टर नहीं होता है, तो फिर क्या होती है? थ्रू द दिस वीडियो वहां से जो है करीना कपूर डेमोन्स्ट्रेट करती है कि आपको पुश कैसे करना है, चाइल्ड को कैसे बाहर निकालना है, वैक्यूम ट्यूब कैसे वहां पे लगा के आप उसको निकाल सकते हो. ओके, so this is also possible Then record a student's performance to enable feedback. This is very useful. You know, this is useful in suppose you are going to learn the spoken English. So those who are teaching spoken English, they are telling to record your speech or activities while speaking. Why they are going to say? Because when you record your speech or what you are going to speak, so your body language will be also recorded, your speech will be also recorded, and after recording you can listen again and again, and you can understand the things I am going to speak is clearer to me or not, and what kind of the words, what is the pronunciations, and what how I'm looking while speaking, so that can be recorded. So that is the use of multimedia. Advertisements. In the field of advertising, multimedia play a vital role. Today, advertising is the major source of launching and promoting a product by the manufacturing companies in the market. You have seen, rather than sending the people to the different places, or rather than hiring the people for advertising, nowadays people are looking to advertise through the multimedia. You have seen the advertisement given by the Vodafone. The Vodafone is never hiring a people for advertising. Vodafone is making multimedia advertisement, and that is posted to the various platform. Nowadays you can see the various mobile phones, they are pre-inbuilt advertisements inside it. When we activate our the mobile phone and when we connect it to the internet, even you are opening any other application which is not connected to the internet, but you will be see the advertisement is coming. So this multimedia play a big role for promoting products and manufacturing companies manufacturing products which they want to sell in the market. You might have seen if you are using any phone like Xiaomi and some other phone. So when the new phone is coming in the market or coming up, they will give notification through the mobile phone. Yeah, this phone is coming in the market. Okay, so that is the advertisements technically they are giving. Exciting animations, effects, and slogans can make an advertisements popular. They are making more attractive, exciting, more meaningful. This can lead the promotion of the products. We see so many advertisements today, and some of them catch our attention, and we ultimately end up buying that products. What happens when we see again and again the ad or advertisement of the same thing? So what we happen, we very excited and we go for purchasing that. For example, entertainment. You know better than me, entertainment. The multimedia is heavily used in this entertainment industry to develop a special effect in animation and movies. Movies like Ice Age, Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park, Avatar will always be remembered for their the special effects and animations. Using this multimedia, you have seen so many cartoons are made. If you see the current examples like Motu Patlu, Little Singam, and some other movies are also there. You have already seen. And this multimedia is also used for making the games also. You can see the PUBG game and some other games, the voice which is coming, that is the multimedia, and the effect which is coming, that is from the multimedia. So multimedia games are very popular among the children, and a variety of these games are available either as CD-ROMs or online. With availability of a lot of gaming software programs for individuals or groups, Virtual gaming has become a reality today. With use of such software, two players in different countries can play a game sitting on their computers. You can see the different games are there like cricket, football, volleyball. These all games are virtually played, not really played, and people are loving this. And some of the games, this multimedia games are offering you to play and earn the money, right? So this is a big role for entertaining by the multimedia. So I hope all you got this. Journalism. The multimedia use a lot in field of journalism. There are many magazines and newspapers that are published periodically. You have seen without this multimedia, the magazine, the newspaper, the e-newspaper, that is not possible. To make more attractive, more meaningful, more impressive, more animated, in the field of journalism, this multimedia is used. Today, not only we see the text in the newspaper, but can also see the photographs, e-newspaper, e-magazines are also available online where we can see the videos related to the particular news. So as I told, e-newspaper, e-magazines, photographs, different style of photographs, these all are possible to make with the help of multimedia. A stage in multimedia means how to make multimedia and what are the various phases, what are the various stages which are used to make multimedia more effective. So see here, the first, research and analysis. During this stage, we need to find out about the audience, their skills, needs and qualifications. What we do for making any multimedia, we gather all the resources. Before gathering the resources, you research about that topic, what the audience demand, what they want, what kind of the things we needed, what qualifications we required for that. So we first research it. We should also gather as much information as possible about the content to be presented. Here you can see the topic which I am going to explain. About that we are gathering the informations. After gathering the informations, we are going to explain. When we are happy, yeah, this much informations are uh, sufficient to explain that particular topic, then we go to explain. Similarly, before making the multimedia, we need to gather all the resources, all those things which make your multimedia more effective. So here that is happening in the research and analysis. And before representing, we also think about that when we use this, so whether this will be effective or not. So that is possible just by researching and analysis. A scripting, that is called the flow charting, means deciding the flow of multimedia project using flowchart. Means through this we decide which content will come first, which will come afterward. Means we decide the flow of content, in which direction your content will move. Storyboarding. Storyboarding, during this stage the actual visualization of the project takes place. Means all the contents we gather to one place, we rearrange it, and actually we see that how this is going to be look, or we can say this is the place where we keep all the content which we are going to make uh, as a presentations as a multimedia. The designer decide how each screen should look like, which media element are to be used and where to place on the screen. So you decide first, like let me give example. When we write a script, and when you go for playing on the stage, so you decide, or those who are writing the script decide whose role is coming first, whose role is coming in between, whose role is coming at last. So that is the storyboarding, means they are deciding. So similarly, these all the factors are decided on the storyboard after gathering it, right? Collection of media, elements and constructions. After the storyboarding, the designer is ready with the prototype and starts creating the graphics and other media elements to be used in project. Once storyboarding is completed, then designer is ready to create a graphics and other media which helps to make our multimedia more effective. For example, characters to be used are created, sound and videos are recorded, and animations are created. Programming. After the collection of construction of media elements, they are combined together into final products. Means we gather all sounds, text, animations, audios, videos, that is gathered and coordinate coordinated through the programming. Through the program, we coordinate using the software like Micromedia Flash, Synfig, HyperCard, and some other softwares can be used. Testing. This is the final stage of any multimedia project. In this stage, we check if all the media elements are working as per the requirements or not. Means this is the final stage where we check the media which made is really working or not. For which purpose we make, we check it. On that purpose, it is going to be performed or not. If it is not performing, then we are going to look at back and we are correcting it where it is going to be collapsed. So this is the final stage. Okay, so we can understand like that. Once script is written and for playing the final script on the stage, we see before 1 day or before 2 or 3 hours, we play the script on the stage and we check it. Yeah, these all are various characters are playing in a very proper way or not. If something is happening wrong, then we can correct it. So similarly, the testing is a phase, that is the final phase where all the things which you have gathered on the storyboarding and everything we check it. Means in this stage everything is ready, just we are checking all the things are working in a proper way or not. If we work as per the stage mentioned here, then most of the applications that we may develop will turn out to be good. So if we work in a very planning way, proper way, manageable way, coordinating way, so definitely the multimedia we are making that will be more effective and more meaningful.